I just thought of a topic that we could chat about. Tips for riding on POW days. POW days are always a mixed bag. You never know what you're gonna get that day, at least in New Zealand. But on a POW day, the big tip, the main tip is, bro, you have to get up early. I know that's like a no-brainer tip, but being able to be one of the first 2 chairs, those runs are unlike any other run following. If you've never experienced it, that's why you don't know. Like, the whole mountain is untracked while you're going up the chair. It is a feeling that is remarkable. Unfortunately, we're not having it today, but the days I have had it, I can remember that feeling. It's so good. Another tip is to set your bindings back if you have the time. I'm not doing it today. I'm just running the park board, which is fine too. But as far as making your experience more enjoyable on a POW day, to be set back on your snowboard, it releases so much pressure on your back leg from having to lean back all day and getting tired, and then being so tired that you have to stop riding because you're so tired. So if you can alleviate being tired by just adjusting your bindings, that will change your whole experience to just a whole nother level of fun, where you're actually feeling like you're surfing. And I experimented with that quite a bit last season in Tahoe. I changed my bindings around like every POW day just to see what it was like. Some days I put it so far back, and to see what that's like, it's hard to get speed and stuff, but you float. You proper floating. You barely have to put any pressure on your back foot. So it's worth experimenting on POW days for a good binding placement, because it might just change your overall experience entirely. POW days, it's always good to bring some snacks or food so you don't have to stop riding. You can just keep doing hot laps, or even take like a water bottle, like a plastic water bottle, squish it, like crumple it in your hands, and then fill it with water. So it's like, so you've compressed the water bottle to almost like a flat profile. That way, when you put it in your pocket, it kind of sits close to your body, and that way you have water on you, just a little bit of water. This is like the alternative to like carrying around like a Camelback or something. But yeah, just get like a cheap water bottle and compress it down so it's flat. Put it in your pocket. That's a little secret. Carrying food, a little protein bar or something, I don't know, whatever you're into. Nuts, fruit. I forgot to bring up, I had some nachos in the fridge, and I was like, oh, I'm bringing those tomorrow. I forgot. I'm so bummed. Let's keep thinking here. For clothing, you know, anything that's waterproof is going to be better off, because you're going to get wet. This is where it's nice to have invested in like a proper jacket that's Gore-Tex and has good waterproofing. But if not, don't let it deter you from going out on a POW day. Just get soaked. It's part of the experience. Most jackets have like a little button strap underneath them, so that when you do like a tumble or something, snow doesn't go up your jacket. So make sure to fasten that. You gotta make sure all your pockets are zipped on POW days. Any ventilation, you gotta make sure it's all zipped. Otherwise, you're just gonna get soaked. There's a common expression that says no friends on POW days. I personally think POW days with friends is the best thing in the world. I get how it's like a funny meme or like a joke, but it's not like a concept that I necessarily adapt to. I prefer riding with a bunch of homies on a POW day. That experience, that shared experience together, is better than just POW by yourself, in my opinion. I'm not gonna say don't adopt that mentality, but because, okay, I say that because I would say like I have a bad experience. There's so much aggression that takes place on the mountain because it's about me, getting my powder, that that's kind of where the expression, that's what I attach the expression to, is a bad experience of people like, you know, jumping in line or like being rude and not nice. And that's because of that motto of no friends on POW days. It's such a selfish mentality. So I don't know, I don't really connect with that. And if I had to influence other people, my homies, y'all, don't fall for that selfishness. Nah, get that shit out of here. We don't want that selfishness in it. Nah. Yeah. Oh, another thing, for instance, yesterday, it's super easy on a POW day to get discouraged when like the chairlifts they're on hold or there's avalanche control. You have to remind yourself that these people are out there risking their lives, doing these avalanche control safety precautions for your life. And I always see people get so frustrated with them, but it's like so counterintuitive because they're literally out there trying to make sure you don't die and you're just mad at them. So just remember, if the mountains open up slowly, it's just because they're trying to keep you safe and alive. So don't take it out on someone. Don't take it out on some staff. They wish that they were riding, you know, like they don't want to be working on those days. So that's just another thing. Yeah, on POW days, you just have to make sure that you're extra kind to all the staff because they would rather be in your shoes riding. Okay, we're going through the cloud now. Epic. Let's keep thinking here. What else? If you want to be best prepared for powder days, I would be on your resort's website, checking that constantly and checking the weather constantly so that you have an idea of when these days are happening, because sometimes they happen low key and those people that like are super enthusiasts are like monitoring that daily, and they might see something that's like, you know, if you looked outside and you saw the weather, like, oh yeah, there's no powder, but on the mountain it's snowing like crazy. You can be prepared for situations like that, so it's good to, you know, follow the websites of your local resort or some whatever weather forecasting system that the resort usually uses to monitor themselves. That's the best way to know like when to get POW, for sure. That's what I do. I literally check the weather and the website every day. POW days, it's good to have a change of lenses for your goggles if you can run that. Having some low lights or just clear, because usually it's pretty heavy, like heavy conditions weather-wise. So to have like some super clear, oh baby, it's a bluey. Oh my God, look at it. Heck yeah, look at that. That's so epic.